I could get to that a bit later, but I'll bring it in now actually, because I know that was the brand campaigns you've worked on, I think like Nike, Nike, BMW, Honda, Walkers, these incredible brand campaigns. I mean, you said about the adverts might not work, but obviously they did for you. I mean, what was it like for you to actually work on such major brand campaigns like that?
I mean, it was great, you know, absolutely fantastic. And I mean, some of the, you know, it was, I mean, advertising changed, and that's partially why I moved away from it. But in the sort of early 90s, mid 90s, it was a hell of a lot of fun, and you know, big sessions. Everybody had budgets to do orchestras, so it was an awful lot of fun. And I mean, so in fact, funny, I got a message actually last night from a guy who wanted a copy of my Nintendo GameCube music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he sent me the YouTube, you know, the YouTube click, and it's a Nintendo, you know, and the music, and I'd completely forgotten. Virgin Records, on the strength of that advertisement, got in touch with me, and they released a 12-inch single of the music, you know. So there was that crossover going on as well, you know, which was so it was exciting. Yeah, I can't say it wasn't. It was fun times, really. Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, just to get these placements, I mean, how does that work initially? Do you have to have like a manager or an agent to get these positions, or do you have to put like a body of work, like a show reel, and then approach them yourself? How did it all work?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like, looking back on it, it feels like I was quite lucky. Basically, my girlfriend had a job at a company called the Tape Gallery.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were a sound studio in Soho, and she was working on reception there. And around about the time when I split up with the band, so I'd been in this band, and we got a deal with EMI. We were on the same label as Jesus Jones and Blur, and everything was going in the right direction. But then the band just fell out. I mean, it was a bit sort of, you know, Spinal Tap. We just ended up hating each other. Anyway, so my girlfriend was working in this sound studio, and all the advertising agencies would come in and record their voiceovers there. So I said to her, well, you know, I can do music for these ads as well. Why don't you know, see if the boss is interested in hearing some of my music? And he was, and he'd been a guy, he liked his music, and funny enough, he used to run a company doing exactly that, doing music for commercials. So he said to my girlfriend, he said, you know, why don't you take over the running of the company again? It was dormant at this point. No one was doing anything. And he said, well, actually, you know, I've changed directions. I've now got this voiceover studio, but if you want to take over the running of the Music Gallery, was what it was called, go for it.
Mm.
So that's kind of how it began. And we worked together for sort of 2 or 3 years. I kept on saying to him, you know, I want to be more than a jobbing composer for you, because he was taking, you know, a significant percentage of the commission fee. I said, I want to be part of this company. And he kept on saying, yeah, you know, no. And in the end, I kind of thought, okay, he's never going to make me a partner in this company, or give me something more than just being an employee, if you like. So I set up my own company, which was Beetroot.
Yeah.
And that's how it sort of happened. So by the time I set up Beetroot Music, I already had people who knew me and knew my work and knew it was pretty good. And so, you know, it was great, you know, having had that sort of 3 years working for another company. The guy was very pissed off when I left. I mean, he was sort of pulling his hair out and very upset. But I said, you know, I asked you time and time again to be more than just, you know, make me more of an equal partner in the business. Because basically he wasn't doing anything other than just sort of taking half the money, or actually even more than half the money.
Wow.
And my girlfriend was doing all the work in terms of getting the jobs in. I was doing the composing, and he was just like, oh, that's nice, you know. So I didn't feel too bad, you know. I mean, and after a period of time, we became friends again. But it was good fortune. You know, I do owe a lot to the fact that I was given the opportunity, through luck, obviously, to get a start. So yeah.